right, there we go. Kristina Flynn with a personal brand bite message here this morning. We got it every single day here at 9 o'clock Eastern time. But I got this coming up here. I had a transition here song here. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday to you.
Oh, wow. Okay. Serenading me?
I heard that music start and I thought, man, he's got another one of these pathetic sounds again, but it was a birthday song, so it was okay. I'll take it.
There we go. We're celebrating Kristina's birthday.
Sensual.
We're actually, yes, it does. It's just so appropriate for the show this morning. Mornings at Alive with Keith and Friends here. It is Kristina's birthday this morning. We're celebrating. Kristina's turning 20 today on the show. We're happy to celebrate her birthday this morning. Hey, what a great conversation about mental health, right? And what I liked about that chat, you guys, is that there's no right or wrong. There's no answer. Right. It's just as long as we're trying to do things on a daily basis and talking about things on a daily basis, I think that is how we continue to bring awareness to this. Kristina, what are your thoughts on this and the conversation we've had so far today?
I agree. We're always talking in and around mental health, the things that you can do for self-care, the things that you can do to take care of yourself, because we know that leads to better outcomes in business and in life. But actually saying those words, that has a different connection with the audience. Actually saying mental health versus just talking around the idea, I think that's what makes a difference. And having people like Colby on, being real about a story, having people like AJ who knows the science, and then all of us being able to contribute to that conversation, there's huge value in that. And I think we can do it every day. It's little small steps, equal progress.
Yes, exactly. All right, so Jimmy, I'm putting something in in the feed here for you, Jimmy. If you can pull it up on the horizontal for me, I got something fun I want to quickly go through with you guys. I teased it at the beginning of the show here. Some of us may or may not know about these new sunglasses that Meta has released onto the market, right? Sunglasses, regular glasses that have cameras in them. And I was reading my news last night and I was like, holy smokes, that's pretty freaky. So to those of us like myself and Jonny grew up watching Arnold and the Terminator and all these science fiction movies, and people have glasses on when they can scan around, recognize somebody by just seeing them. And what I mean by that is that I could put my glasses on, look at Marty and look at John in a crowd, immediately know their name, where they live, know their address, know everything about them instantly and immediately. Let me show you what I'm talking about. So I'm going to play this here quickly on the screen here for a couple minutes here. Jimmy, I'm going to pull it up here on the horizontal, on the vertical here, and we're going to rock and roll this here. So let's check this out.
Anybody on the information.
Whoa.
We built glasses that let you identify anybody on the street. The information our tool collects from just a photo of your face is staggering.
To use it, you just put the glasses on, then as you walk by people, the glasses will detect when somebody's face is in frame. This photo is used to analyze them, and after a few seconds, their personal information pops up on your phone.
Right? June Lee, right? You're
okay, so are we ready for this? Are we ready for this technology? I can go down the street today. I could come on the show tomorrow and have these glasses on my head. Are we ready to go out into public? Because this is true, guys. Jonny, Marty, put the glasses on, walk around, and immediately identify Kristina, where she lives, where she works, all of her information immediately and instantly in my glasses without her permission. So Kristina, I see you looking at me with the face of fear. I see Jonny looking for his fax machine. I see Marty going, what the fuck is going on right now? Kristina, what comes to mind when you see this happening because this is not science fiction. This exists this moment in time. I could go buy these glasses today. I might, as a matter of fact. So Kristina, what goes through mind when you see this?
It's terrifying. I don't think we can stop it from happening. But as somebody, I have kids, so immediately I'm like, fuck. Like, you think about things from a very different perspective. You think about, where are all the places that my data exists? Where are all the places that this is easy for these people? And I never like to approach these things with fear, but I'll be honest in that this is giving me a sense of fear, because we know that there's a few people in this world that don't use technology advancements for good. They use it for evil. And so that's what I tend to think about. That's what makes me terrified by this.
Yeah, Marty, think about yourself. So you spend a lot of time, making fun of goofiness happening in the gym. Could you imagine what this is going to do to gym culture and fitness culture and so forth? And Marty, when you see that, what comes to mind for you, brother?
Yeah, it's actually pretty dangerous. Even within the past 3 weeks, a girl just told me a guy followed her to the gas station, and she had to call one of her male friends to help her out because the guy was stalking her. Thank God she didn't go to her house and she realized that somebody was following her. But this is absolutely dangerous. Now, if you wanted to give these to cops and the military, that's one thing that there's still some issues with that, but that would make more sense. But just for a regular civilian to have it is crazy. Not to get crazy, I've had women pull up to my house unannounced. So it's just like, it's just not.
Maybe that's not a bad thing, Marty. Jonny, you have 3 daughters. You have 3 daughters. You have a grandchild. You're seeing this technology. You wear glasses. I wear glasses. Man, I know you and I joke all the time about the fax machine, but you're not a dumb fellow. You look to the future. This just must make your mind go, holy shit, and talk to your daughters about holy shit. You know what I mean? What comes to mind for you, Jonny, when you see this? And I know you're a positive fellow, and I want to lean into the positivity of this, but what do you think of this, Jonny?
My first thought is that humans are not made for this kind of stimulation. This is like taking our brains, which are already running on overdrive, and it's just going to like supercharge the overstimulus problem. Of course, there's goods and bads to every scenario, but unfortunately, I guess the hard part is that we know that this is going to be used for bad and good. Yes. And if we could somehow literally just use it for good, this would be an amazing tool. But unfortunately, it's good and bad are always close. They're kissing cousins. And this thing looks like it could have, just like AI used properly, is an amazing tool. You take something like this, you put AI side by side in the wrong hands of the creative mind, man, the creative mind on the wrong side of the fence could really do some damage. So I hope that as we keep getting deeper into this technology and the power of technology, that humanity starts to realize that, hey, we're all the same. We're all on the same team, and let's start treating each other that way.
Yeah. Hey, you're hanging out with Keith, John, Marty Fit, and Kristina Flynn here on Morning Loop Reloaded, the morning show here. Mornings in the Lab with Keith and friends here. We're talking just some crazy technology hitting the world. And you guys, this reminds me of very much, and Jonny, I think you can relate to this because, again, I always laugh, we're the same age. This reminds me of when we were hearing about this thing coming, which was the internet. It's going to change the world. And then it was this, then these phones are coming out. Oh my God, there's cameras on the phones. People are going to take pictures of us all the time. So I think what's going to happen is that we're going to have to go through a societal, generational learning of new social etiquette, right? Cameras, knowing that when you go to a stadium or arena or public, Kristina, or going to a park watching our kids playing football or soccer or baseball, there's going to be this new etiquette where every single action is being tracked by cameras. And we cannot get away from it. And it's just accepting what that's going to do and how it's going to impact us. But listen, we could talk about this forever, but we're not. We're going to get to the John and Marty fit tip. And right now, guys, we're going to talk functional training. You heard how we teased at the beginning of the show here. We spend a lot of time on this show about talking about the good stuff happening in the gym, compound movements and International Chest Day and Squats Day and Legs Day. But what we want to talk about today, guys, is functional training. What's going to help you age gracefully? What's going to help you pick up those grandchildren as you're aging, right? Keith and Jonny are getting older. So we're not as worried about having the big chest and big arms. Yes, we are, Jonny. But what we're most importantly worried about is being able to walk with our grandchildren when we're 70 and 80 and 90. And that doesn't happen by accident. It's accumulative efforts every single day. So John and Marty are going to get into the gym, talk about functional training. Keith and Kristina are going to get out for a few minutes, and we're going to come back with the community corner and come back and wrap up the show with business and branding with Keith and Kristina. So Kristina, let's get out of here. Let's let the boys get into the gym and teach Nation, Business Athlete Nation, about functional training. That's not a good plan? Let's do it.
Let's do it.
All right, let's get out of here. Boom.